So this is part 2 of my recipe where I'm going to be baking a boozy spiced cake with rum infused bananas and bourbon infused pears. But I wanted to share with you first what I've done here. I've taken some of my Irish bourbon that I got from Ireland, and for the past year, well, almost a year, since November 3rd, I've had this bourbon sitting in chai, vanilla, ginger, cinnamon, allspice, honey, and anise and cloves. And it is quite dark. So now we're gonna double strain. I'm gonna strain with a cheesecloth and a strainer. And then we're gonna use some of that in our recipe. Okay, so we're gonna strain this and I'll be back. So you can see all that the cheesecloth caught, and there's still some left at the bottom here. We're gonna rinse this out and put it back in. Okay, I did strain it a second time. While pouring it back into the bottle, I left this on top. And looks like we got a good one there. All right, let's go. I poured some of this homemade bourbon infused, infused bourbon over my pears. They're soaking there. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to put a shot of our plain bourbon in with butter and brown sugar and a little bit of salt and some maple syrup and some maple extract. We're gonna just get that cooking before we put the pears in. I did reserve some of the juice from the pears. I'm gonna add that in. I reserved a half cup. We're gonna put the bourbon in there. I've already added the maple and vanilla extract. We're gonna put a little bit of salt to offset all that sugar. And now we're gonna add some maple syrup. This is all I have, guys. Like, you can use real maple syrup, but I use the maple extract also. I'm just gonna give that a little, yeah. It's about 2 tablespoons. All right, I'm gonna let this cook and incorporate before I add my pears. I went ahead and added a little bit of cinnamon spice to this since I am making a spiced boozy cake. I'm gonna start laying my pears in there now. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook. See, now since I bought the canned pears, they don't have to cook for a very long time. So I'm gonna bring this up to a boil, turn it down to a medium heat, let it simmer for 5 minutes. I'm gonna flip them, let it simmer for another 5 minutes, and then I'll take it off of the heat. Man, this kitchen smells so good. Almost ready to take off of the heat. And if you're new here, so am I. This is something I'm trying for the very first time. This is my second video on this page. I'm starting fresh with a whole new profile just on things I like to make. This was an idea that popped into my head yesterday, and I thought I'd give it a try. I'm going to a party Saturday, and I'm gonna take this cake, and hopefully people don't gag on it. As always, never forget the most important ingredient, chef's juice. Cheers. I have pulled the pears out. I'm going to put some rum over them and put them in the fridge overnight. I'm going to continue cooking this until it thickens up into a nice syrup that I can drizzle over the top of the cake tomorrow. To thicken this up, I took 1 scoop out of my sweetened condensed milk because I really want this to be like a nice glaze to go over the top of the cake. Yes. I'm going to bring this to a boil, let it simmer for a few minutes, turn it off, and I will be done, and let it cool and put it in the fridge until tomorrow. Now, since the bourbon basically is cooking off of all of these things, what I'm gonna do once this is cooled, when I put it in the container overnight, I'm going to add 1 shot of bourbon to this so that everything has a nice bourbony, cinnamony, caramely flavor. Now, I don't want it to burn, so I'm taking it off of the heat now, and we're just gonna let it cool. Stay tuned to tomorrow to see the final product. We're gonna put the first 2 videos together into a cake and hoping it turns out good.